So as we create full darkness in our eyes, we are able, like, for example, what I was doing, I would sleep with the blinds or the, how do you call them? Like the window treatments, the, whatever they're called. The curtains, thank you.
Curtains? Yeah.
Like the curtains. So I would sleep with the curtains and the blinds open, and I would allow the natural light to come in. And so I would create that seal of darkness, and I wouldn't set an alarm. And that first light, I would feel the light on my skin, and I could see the light through in my brain, through my skin. It's the weirdest thing. Right?
Oh, wow.
I also walk around in the darkness at night because we have the ability of night vision. We have that in ourselves, it's installed, but with the advent of electricity, we stopped using that talent. And the thing is that our right brain hemisphere is what is in control of this night vision. So as we exercise our night vision, we're activating our creativity. And it's funny because I do that all the time, and my mom goes around like turning the lights on. And one day I was like full darkness, and my mom's just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Turn the lights on," and I'm like, "Don't turn the lights on. It disrupts my sleep cycle. I just got up for a moment. I'm not supposed to see any light till morning." She was like, "You are so insane."
Oh, that's funny.
So I will do these experiments, and I'm always trying or doing stuff that will activate my hemispheres and will allow them to work in conjunction, like together, right? Instead of using like creativity when I'm painting or doing something that's creative, we'll use a logical brain. We'll activate the left brain hemisphere, and vice versa. When we're doing stuff that's supposed to be logical now and analytical, if we bring in our right hemisphere, it literally creates a different vision of things. We'll get a new perspective on things. We can come up with super creative solutions for logical things, and we can bring in logic and analytical and rationality to our creativity and create something completely different. So what I found really, really, really interesting, that except for you, Kim, everyone else, me included, had this thing, right? Like I was telling Kim that at 5 a.m. when I finally went to sleep, because Pico was sick, throwing up half the night. So when I went to sleep at 5, I thought, I still have an hour and a half, but I'm gonna do a backup alarm. And I set up an alarm for 6:45. And then the sixth one didn't go off because my phone wasn't silent. And I don't know if it rang in my silent mode or if I had the silent mode on. And because I was hearing my subliminal stuff, I didn't hear the alarm. I don't know what happened. Bottom line is I didn't get up at 6:30, but I had a backup for 6:45. And I thought, that's weird that one didn't ring either. No, it didn't ring because I did at 5 a.m. I did 6:45, and I didn't notice that I did 6:45 p.m. Okay, enough said. So we were all either a no-show or late for today. And today's theme is money. Now, Stacia and I had a conversation about this, but it's worth touching on some parts of it because I believe they apply to everyone. And obviously Kim doesn't have that problem. So Kim, you might just sleep through this one, but it's interesting to hear a point of view and also see what resonates, right? So we were talking about some other people and these situations, and we were saying that these people were being called, these women in particular, were being called gold diggers. And I feel that, okay, so we've talked about being called selfish, right? That you can call a woman pretty much any name and it won't hurt her as deeply as if you call a woman selfish. Because we're supposed to be the nurturers, the givers, whatnot, right? But I think another thing that will create like a really bad feeling is to be labeled a gold digger. And so how many times, or materialistic, right? Or someone that is just with, well, not necessarily a gold digger, but I don't know the term in English actually. Somebody that's conveniently friends with someone who has money, right? I don't know if there's a particular name in Spanish. It's like convenenciero. It's like that. It's a convenience thing, right? And so in our desire not to be seen or not to appear to be a certain way, how many times do we not stand up for ourselves? Ooh, I'm feeling now, I'm resonating, right? You'd rather let people take advantage rather than stand up and fight for what's ours. Whether it's a contractor, whether it's a boss in your work, whether it's a friend that owes you money, whether it's a whatever it is, right? Whether it's an inheritance and people are fighting over it, whether it's whatever, right? When there's money involved, there's a lot of sticky, icky feelings around it. So I feel that sometimes we'd rather, because it's easier to avoid confrontation, and we'd rather not have a confrontation and allow people to get away with stuff. And the price for not having a confrontation is that, well, they get to keep all the money, but we get to not have a confrontation. Does that make sense? And so if there's a theme about money, even if it's about letting go of perceived blockages that we have, or imprints, cellular imprints, our energy knows ahead of time what we're going to talk about, and it will create situations to create you to show up late so you don't have to deal with it, so you can avoid the theme altogether. And what's more interesting is when we're actually desiring the money flow to come into our lives, how our subconscious will create a situation where when we're about to deal with letting go of blocks and imprints, it will make us be late, so it can, so your subconscious can hold on to the imprints because it's what it's familiar with. Isn't that crazy? Because it's what we know. It's what we've lived. Yes, Kim?
Oh, no, I was just listening. I didn't ask a question. Sorry.
Okay.
Did
okay.
something happen that looked like
saw
I
you
asked
go
a
on
question?
mute and I thought you had a question.
Sorry, no.
No worries. So
I don't know whether I'm supposed to be on muted or unmuted so we can answer you.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You can mute and unmute as you want.
Okay.
No worries. So when we're about to have a breakthrough, where do we stop ourselves? Or we sell ourselves short and we get to the finish line, but then we don't cross it. It's like you want something and you desire something so much, and when an opportunity shows up for you to actually have a breakthrough, there's an avoidance. Does that resonate?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a part of us that's chasing that thing. And remember, we're stopping the chasing. We're actually becoming the huge magnet attractor of whatever our desires are. So we're pulling things to us. But there's also a thing about running away from what we desire because it gets scary. So with money, it's so prevalent, and it's so, we can see it so clearly because the energy of money is very, very particular, but it's the same energy as love, right? So where do we run away from love when we're about to have a breakthrough or have an opportunity to experience love? Because it's scary, because it's unknown, untread territory, perhaps something we've never experienced before. And then part of us goes like, I don't know, and we start backpedaling. So the same thing with money. We're desiring all this money, all this money, all this money. And then we're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do if it actually happens? What would happen is that it's a physiological reaction as well. Because we're used to stressing about money. We're used to worrying about money. We're used to having angst about money. We're used to having every certain amount of time the stress, because we either, it's like, because I said before, right, we go by months. So it's like, oh my God, bills are approaching. Oh my gosh, it's next week, it's in 2 weeks. Oh my God, it's in 1 week. Oh my God, and I still, the money hasn't shown up, right? And what happens? We're creating this mixture of chemicals and this cocktail of hormones that gets released into our bloodstream, and we get into a pattern. And then our body knows that X amount of time goes by and we will get that cocktail of chemicals released into our bloodstream. So if we didn't have that stress, that worry, that angst, then we wouldn't get that cocktail in our bloodstream. And we have become so dependent of that mixture of hormones that our subconscious mind will do everything in its power not to lose that mixture, that cocktail, right? So when we're about to have a breakthrough, and let's say, can you imagine yourself, can you imagine going for 6 months, not even a year, let's do 3 or 6 months, whatever you feel you can handle at this point. 3 months, 6 months without worrying one time about money because all is covered. Breathe into it. And see how far you can go. Do 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a year. Did you get to one point where it started getting scary? Were you able to continue to the next month and then feel good? Or were you like, yeah, no, this is not, I can't handle not worrying about it? And you can share. Or did it feel good the entire time?
I found it just felt that it wouldn't happen.
That it wouldn't happen?
That wouldn't happen, that you wouldn't have to worry.
Right, it's a lie, right? It's
yeah.
just like an opium, a pipe dream.
That's right. Like after a couple of months, that it just seemed to me like that the stress feeling that no, right. you wouldn't be able to do it.
Right. And it's all our addiction to the cocktail of hormones that gets released. And it felt good for you, Stacia, the entire year?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, oh, the things I could do.
I know, right? So we're going to tap into that for as much as we can. And Kim, you can go for 2 months and just feel how good it would feel. Just if it happened for a month, how good would it feel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
go to as far as you can go, feeling good, and take it to that point.
Okay.
And then throughout the meditation, see if you can take it 1 more week, 2 more
Okay.
weeks, maybe 1 more month, but live in the feeling good for as long as you can. And then if you move to say, let's say 3 months, and it starts feeling bad, go back to 2 months, go back to feeling good. So the whole point of today is to feel good with the receiving, with having the money without having to worry or fret or have angst or any thoughts about lack.
Okay.
Knowing that everything is covered and whatever you want, you can have, and whatever savings you have, you'd like, you can have, and whatever investments you make, they're successful, as opposed to going into an investment and feeling like, you're going to lose all your money because you don't know how to invest, right? And just start feeling good about, just imagine how you can be like an incredible money manager. So amazing, so intuitive, and you just led to the right things and the right opportunities. You attract them, and then you know which ones to go for and you know which ones to walk away from. Wouldn't that feel amazing? How about you, Sarah? I'm not sure Sarah's with us.
She's probably getting one of those magic parking spaces.
There she is. You felt a small resistance the further it went. Okay, awesome. So now we're just going to feel, she's creating a drive-through parking. Excellent. So our whole vision and our whole thing today is feeling good in the company of money. Yes, exactly. It's like, what if we didn't have to worry? What if all our needs are met? What if all of a sudden you decide, thank you, Pico. Thank you. What if, no, don't get electrocuted here. Come here, come here. Thank you. He just had a bath. By the way, well, I'll tell you this later because we're recording and it's not relevant. So I'll tell you later. But what if you felt like, oh, you know what? This weekend, I feel like going skiing, or I feel like going to the beach and get away for the, a break for the winter. And you'd be like, oh, where would I like to go? Oh, here. Okay, let me just book it. And you'd be able to do that and not even worry and not even have to consider anything or feel like, well, if I do that, then how am I going to come up with this? It's like just like the parking spaces that we manifest, right? That we actualize. In the same way. Did you want to say something, Sarah? So go ahead and place yourself in your river of money. Now, how do you see the money? Is it bills flowing at you within the water, all fluid? Are they coins? Are they gold coins? Is it a blend? Are they like gold lingots? How is the money coming at you? Now begin by opening yourself up, feeling the edges of your body from the inside and then moving out through your energetic bodies, expanding out, 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 every direction. Feel how open that feels. Go ahead with 3, 6, 9 cleansing breaths. Letting go of everything, any concept, idea, or limitation regarding money. Nothing matters. Nothing from the past, no matter how far it goes, through generations, through previous lifetimes, through this lifetime, through the past year or month or day or hour. Be here now and now and now. Making a different choice, making a new decision. Remember, it's cutting off all other options. Decide to live within your river of money. Open your palms, open your arms wide, and feel yourself attracting, and feel the bills or the money just like literally sticking to you. And some of the money will continue to flow as you hand it over. And some of the money will just stick to you and won't want to leave because the money will love your energy. Money loves to hang out with you because you do so many fun things with it. Have so many fun experiences. It is not all just drudgery and bills to pay, but it's adventures to have, people to help. Connect to a time when you've helped someone, given them money, and they've been so grateful, and connect to how good you felt when you did that. How good does it feel to help someone in need? To see the gratitude in their eyes, to feel the love coming back from them and that gratefulness. How good do you feel when you go around doing good stuff for people? Random acts of kindness. How much satisfaction do you get? Breathe that in. Feel it activating in all your cells. Feel the water being structured with the energy of money. Allowing the water in your body to get structured and vibrating at the frequency of money. Now, as you're sitting there in your river, and feeling good about not having to worry, not having just enough, but having abundant rivers of money for whatever your heart desires, start imagining and giving your money jobs. Okay, how you do that is by imagining, oh, I'd like to go on a week's vacation to the Caribbean. Ooh, to a 5-star hotel, flying first class or private jet maybe. That would be so much fun. And start visualizing and imagining what you'd want to do with this money. So as you give it jobs, watch how quickly the money begins to show up. Because now it has a purpose. Now it has a mission. And when we create the mission for it, we decide we're having it, and we release the attachment, and just know that we know that it's coming, divine order and timing. Becomes a game changer. Feel the money sticking to you, coming at you, like you don't know how to handle so much money. And it's so exciting and so much fun. The minute it stops being fun, take a little step back. The more fun you can receive, the better it's gonna be. Start giving your money as many jobs as you can, with as much detail as you can. especially if it starts to feel uncomfortable. Now go ahead and with all the money sticking to you, turn downstream, counterclockwise. And now begin to let go of all of your money. It feels scary. Just know that when you need more money, all you gotta do is turn upstream and have some more money sticking to you. Never ending flow of money. So no fear involved. Usually we go into the fear and try to break through the fear. But what if it was so easy that there was no need to ever go back into the fear? Can we open up to the possibility of that actually happening? Even if you don't believe it can actually happen, are you open to the possibility that it could happen? So as you're downstream, let go of all of it. Watch it flow downstream. And watch it sticking to other people down the street as you're sending it their way. Watch the joy in their faces as they have their money sticking to them. From you, from many other sources and channels, actually, because it's one source, many channels. Beautiful as you let go of all your money. So many people happy. You've enjoyed it so much. You've had so many adventures. turn upstream and feel the money sticking to you again. Feel your bag full of money everywhere. Money just comes to you from every which way. And begin to walk upstream. You keep walking, seeing all this money flowing. Eventually, you get to a point where there's so many tributaries coming into your river. It's not just one river, one channel, but imagine it like the branches of a tree, like the vessels in your heart. So many channels. So when you think that one channel has dried up, there's 20 others coming at you. So the flow will never, ever, ever stop unless you choose to build a dam and stop that flow from coming to you. Now turn downstream. As you let your money go again, along with it, let go of any feelings of unworthiness, of feeling not capable, whatever cockroaches are gnawing at your mind right now. Let them all go. Feel them coming out of you like black specks of soot, floating downstream as you get washed away. Make a decision to let go of any ideas, concepts, or limitations that would stop that flow from coming, you attracting it like a magnet. Now watch the money stick to you. Turn upstream now when you feel like you've done releasing. And look at your river. It's so wide and so much money's flowing through it. Not all of it is going to stick to you. There's so much coming your way that it doesn't matter. At no point do you feel like, oh, I'm missing out. Not enough is sticking to me. Or it's too much. Let me let go some of it. I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. You are by divine right. And simply because you chose to be here, money is part of all of the other energies that are here, that we're here to experience. So allow yourself, give yourself permission to enjoy it to the fullest. as we come to the end of today, the rivers are flowing nonstop, 24/7. Feel how good it feels. Whenever you're ready, start pulling in your energy. Sorry. Come here, babe. Come here, look. Pull in your energy and place yourself in a bubble of protection with all your money sticking to you. Wiggle your toes, rubbing your palms. Shake, shake, shake. They say when your palms itch, money's coming, so scratch your palms. And when you're ready, come back.